I still have a minute to go. Like a minute to spare. This has been insane. I have not been down here in several weeks. I did try to come down here on Saturday to try to work on this challenge, and I messed up. So I will be showing you that in a minute. What is wrong with me today? Those. Hello. Who's that? Jeez. I'm not going to be able to read this chat at all because without my glasses, I can't see a darn thing. Hey, Mike. I have not been down here in weeks and weeks and weeks. Put your glasses on. I know, but I only need my glasses for reading. I don't really need it for wood turning. So, can you hear me all right though? Because I put this little microphone on. I tried to plug it into the phone. I don't know. Anyway, hopefully you can hear me even if it's just through the phone. Just ignore my glasses because I can't read without. Oh, audio is good. Okay. Miracles do happen. Life has been really crazy lately, so I really have not been down here in weeks. So I tried to work on our challenge for the Discord group, and I was making this amplifier. I was going to put the phone in here. I started to cut this and everything, and then I got busy and was not able to get down here and finish and cut the slot for the phone. And then while I was looking at it on the kitchen counter, I said, that hole is way too big. Like I really need to like narrow this down and get a little bit more. I was told that the sound has to like be funneled through and then spread out. So this hole here is way too big for it to funnel through. So I need to make a new part here with a smaller hole in the beginning. And I absolutely have absolutely no idea what it's going to look like. I have two pieces of this wood. It's black locust, and I thought it would be good for the challenge because it's not going to absorb any sound at all. It's a super, super hard wood. And so I just, the piece that's already on the lathe, I just did a 2-inch recess to put it on a chuck because the back part has to be flattened. And I have to then drill a hole all the way through and then I'll hollow out the inside. So anyway, all right. I'll try to leave my glasses on, but I don't know. Oh, thank you, Mike. All right. So I'm going to move the phone down. Oh, three cameras here and none of them are working. So sorry about that. Okay, so let's put this here. You don't need to see me. Let's see if I can. Oh, look at that. I can zoom in. It's not hang up again. This looks like okay, let's zoom out. Zoom out a little bit. Oh, good. Okay, cool. This may actually work today. So I'm going to try to just remove as little as possible down here, but I need it to be flat. My husband kept saying, "Oh, it's going to be much longer." I was like, "You want me to make a horn, for goodness sake, not an amplifier." So I'm thinking, I'm trying to figure out just how much of a hole, how big the hole should be that the sound originates from. I don't know. So I even have my computer at a computer guy. Um, I cannot get this thing working no matter what I do. It's like all the programs are in there, but you can't control the cameras. So if you can't control the cameras, what good is all the streaming program? So I have two more pieces of black locust, like big ones for the phone to sit on. I just have no clue how really to shape them. But I love a live edge, so I figure I'm going to try to use this with the live edge. And actually, what I had even thought about doing, well, there goes one of my chisels, so that's good. What I actually had thought about doing was then burning this outside and then leaving the inside of the speaker part natural. I thought that would be really pretty. Well, there you go. That was not smart. I'm too far away. This wood is so damn hard. It's crazy. The wood grain is so tight on it, though. So it actually does give you a little bit more freedom because you don't have to worry about the pith. You don't have to worry. You can shape it any way you want. But it's just a bit of a workout to get it shaped. It's got a gorgeous wood grain to it, though. I really love the wood. It's just tough to work out. I gave a lot of it away because I was like, oh, I can't do this. At least it's not as bad as that resin a few weeks ago. I just honestly lost my patience for working with the cameras and the streaming. And then life got in the way. Things got way too crazy. And I just didn't have the motivation to get down here. It was just, even though this probably would have been the best place for me. Let's see. How close are they? We're getting there. Get up there. I did talk to a nephew on Sunday about the sound. I was going to do a speaker coming out of either side of a center column. And he said, no, I was going to lose too much sound if I tried to make it go in different directions. It's a lot more pith than it usually, or like end grain than it usually does. Of course, watch, I probably picked a bad piece. Like I said in my description, I make a lot of mistakes. But that's how I'm learning. I don't want this to be massive, so I figured I'm not going to do an enormous speaker part. I think I must have gotten to, still not sure round. All right, get that part and this bottom part here. I want to ease this in a little bit. I don't want it to be outer. I want it to be concave slightly. So, well, that's just straight. It's not. Get my other chisel. All right, still on the top. Holy cow. In the bottom. All right. All right. I'm going to go over this with a scraper. And I keep all my scrapers negative rake cut so that I could use them on resin or wood. They just require a lot more sand sharpening. But it means I don't have to have a whole separate set of tools. All right. That's going to be cool. Okay. And this is finally right. So let's straighten this out. I feel like my tool rest dropped. I have just enough of a grip there, even though this is still not straight, but that'll get cut off for the most part. Actually, let's do that. Let's clean that up so it's ready. And this did drop, didn't it? Don't know when that happened. I got to babysit my grandson yesterday. He's such a cutie. And waiting patiently for the next grandson to arrive any day. Please don't go flying off. Please don't go flying off. So it took me a few days to get the concept of how this should be done. Let's just hope I'm able to execute what I learned. This is going to be the one time I'm going to want to make a funnel, huh? I want to make this slightly concave so that it sits on a rounded surface, because I think that's what I'm going with. All right, let's just make a hole here. All right. Let's see if anybody's telling me anything I need to know. Okay. So let's turn this around. We can follow it out. Duh. Do I know my right from my left? Okay, now I think I'm going to drill first. Okay, now I moved this and I forgot to put it back. Sorry. Sorry. Let me see. Okay. Now, let's do this. Wow. What the heck am we looking at? There we are. Okay, there we go. Now you can see. Did I not sharpen that in? Ay, ay, ay. I didn't tighten this in all the way. Let's go forward. I'll tighten. Let's just say that. Now that's tight. Okay. So like I can't even really use faster bits with this because this wood is so hard. I mean, I will use one, but I got to get it started with this first. I think this is exactly the size hole I wanted to start with. I don't want to have the hole any bigger than this that the sound starts from. It might be all the way through. I think I am. I see metal. So yeah, I think I am. Okay, cool. So, but that's a really small hole. Let's just see. I have plenty of room. Okay. Just make this hole complete. Done. Yay. Okay. So there. Should I go? Let's do that. That's not enough. Not enough. Okay. I just don't want this flying off, so I'm going to put that there just to make sure nothing goes flying. Oh, I see a little crack. Ooh, that's not good. I knew it. I knew it was going to go flying. Actually, I can switch this out now. I can make it much more secure. So here, because I went all the way through, I can put it to expand in there instead. So it's good. Let's get it smaller. I'll sand it down later. Make sure there's no grooves on it. That is really secure. That's cool. And it could be that I'm doing something totally wrong and that's why it went flying. But just go with the light touch. Can't see what I'm doing. Wow, this is crazy. Sorry, I had to turn that blade already. Why do I feel like that's wobbling? I think I'm going to leave that much edge on the outside. And then I'm going to kind of taper down. I'm not going to go for a smooth inside. I'm going to do ridges. There we go again. I thought for sure that would be strong enough. Not that much more to go, but I don't want it flying again. You see the ridges? I think that that's supposed to help with the sound. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Oh, I hope this is right. I don't know. It's awfully thick wood here. But we'll have to wait and see. Let me sand this up though and get the base part. There's a ridge there that's going to make me crazy. Okay. I think I'm going to spray the inside of this already. Since I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the outside, but I know what I want to do with the inside here. That has to be just natural wood. I'm going to spray the inside now. This off for a second. Oh, Lord, that's loud and annoying. Oh, I forgot to ever put the exhaust fan on. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So let's see, where's my cardboard? Yeah, I don't know what I want to do with the outside yet, but I know what I want to do with the inside. So I'm going to spray this, at least this outer part here, and get that started with at least one coat. Life is hard when your hand's too small to even open a spray can. All right, so let's go slow. All right, so that'll be good. I'm gonna let that, let's just let that go for 1 second. Yeah, that's stuff on me. So that'll have a nice shine to it. I might still do the outer part burned. It might be kind of cool looking. I'm not sure. So, all right, let me get this ready. Oh, this is never going to stay in here. I know it. I'm feeling it in my bones already. All right, no more drips. All right, a little bit more drips. Okay, this here. Let's see what everybody's saying. Let's see. Hi, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for coming. I wish that I wish that I could get the cameras working so that I could see what the chat says while I'm working. Unfortunately, I can't. All right, this should be good. Let's take this off. Let's back the forward. Take this off. We're going to put on. I have no strength today. What is wrong with me? Must have been that 2-year-old yesterday. He wiped me out. Little Noah. Little Noah. All right, so that's going to be cool, I think. I do. I like it. Now let's just say a little prayer that I can get the next part done. Which not sure. So I have the speaker part. This has to be where the cell phone will sit on it. And let's put this a little bit more here. Where the cell phone will sit, and then I'll have to drill a hole, like I'll have to make a groove in here on an angle for the cell phone to sit in, and then drill a hole through and come out the front so that, oh, I just realized I need to, yeah, okay. Drill a hole here and then come out the front so that I can have the sound go from the bottom of the cell phone out the speaker. In theory. We'll see. Wait, Joe, I'll find out fairly soon. I'm putting this here just because this is bigger and I don't feel like having this fly at me. Okay, this is not working at all. All right, now I'm not sure how I'm going to shape this. How do I want this shaped? I want something different. So I'm very confused what I want. But I got to get it round first no matter what. So let's do that. I'll focus on that. And then maybe it'll pop in my head as I'm going along. Actually, let's move the phone over. What the heck? This is too low. Yeah. Okay, so I have an idea. I got to get this round still. Actually, let's turn this around. So I have an idea to do it almost like I'm picturing a nuclear power plant, a nuclear reactor. And then I'll cut the groove out of the top part. Let's see these. Oh, worst nightmare. I feel like it should be an attractive piece of art, even when it's not being used for its purpose. So I'm trying to come up with something attractive. do some shaping. Let's see. All right. Please don't go. Please don't go. All right, I'm trying to get this deep enough that I can make a recess the whole way around to this point, and then just cut grooves on either side. I'm scared. Ugh. Right. Okay. I guess I'll cut right on that. All right. Let me do the scraper on the outside. All right. Now, not as clean as I would have hoped. Let's try again. Nothing. Let's just do this real quick. Geez, that looks bad. Wow. It's really bad. That's really, so I was so excited that my group, if you don't belong to a group, you really should look into them. This is an online group, and honestly, if it hadn't been for the challenge, I don't know how long it would have taken me to get back down here. So when you have the support of a group, it really makes a big difference. And not even just the support of wood turning stuff, of everything. All right. I'm going to get back to that after. I might actually end up spraying it anyway. But let's see. We're going to find out now if this is going to be absolutely hideous. It's a little stupid looking. Let's just take this off of here so you can see. It's a little ridiculous looking. I'm not sure. This may be a practice. Then the cell phone sits on the top. I don't know. Little stupid looking. But let's just see how bad this is. Actually, it was a good thing I checked this. Get a pencil and mark it. Okay, and we can actually drill the hole where all that rough stuff is, but let's just see. From there to there, it's got to be straight. Okay. Geez, that goes all the way through. All right. So I'm going to do this. Uh, this is so ugly. I don't mind making a mistake. Jeez Louise. Of course it did. Mm. If I could figure out how to put this in the chuck and do this on a different angle, oh, I'll just keep going. I don't know what else to do. Let's see if I have a different. Let's see. I mean, this is not making any progress whatsoever. You see, almost nothing all that time. Let's just see what other drill bits I have. All right, well, what I can do, with a smaller one, and work my way up. Jeez. All right, let's see. So, hold on. That's all right. That's all right. That's not too far. All right. The shop is a nightmare. So let's just see. All right. I'm almost through to the center, which I had to do that hole anyway. Okay, so I'm going to leave that and see if for this, I'm going to sit on there, but I still have to do that hole is going to be exactly the same, so that's cool. I still have to do this. Put this and that. Yeah, I mean, this is stupid. Why am I doing this? Okay, let's see. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Oh God, it's hard enough to figure this out without that sound. All right, I think I actually did get enough glued out. There's still a gap. Get that right gap out of there. All right, let's drill the hole in this to the center. Okay. Got it. Now I want to just groove this down slightly so that it's completely clear of any speakers. All right, that should be clear from where it's sitting. Okay, now let's just see. I'm going to mark this way. Well, that's where I want to cut for my cell phone. Okay, that didn't work. I don't know if that's something. That's going to be that. All right, I'm going to do this off the lathe. And this, I still have to cut that down. I have to cut that down. That is so stupid looking. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know what I'm going to do to make this look better. Not sure what I'm going to do to make it look better, but it looks really stupid right now. My little tiny saw is upstairs. I need my little saw. And I need a piece of something that's going to see. So that's going to stay like that. Still dumb looking. I should get my Dremel. I am going to get my Dremel. Okay. Oh, if I get the Dremel, then I can do that down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what happens when you misuse tools. All right. I don't know why I'm going through all this trouble for something so ugly. And I can't use my phone to test the size because I'm using my phone to film this. So you guys are going to have to come back later to see the reveal. Let's see, we want to go this way. Just making sure it's sharp, that it's secure. Sorry. Look at my phone to see how thick this has to be. Right. That has to be way deeper. Let's see if we can get this down. All right, now. So the cell phone, we're going to make believe this is a cell phone. We'll sit in here with the speaker going towards the bottom. Okay, and then this will be the speaker coming off the front. So I have to figure out exactly what size everything needs to be, and I'm going to have to figure out a way to make this more attractive because this is awful, 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 awful. It is so ugly. So I shall play with this. I think I have the right concept. I'll play with it, and then I will also put a video out showing how the sound amplified when I put the phone in there. Okay, so yeah, isn't that the stupidest looking thing you ever saw? Holy cow. I didn't think I could get that bad. I like the speaker part. It's just this part is bleh. All right. I think that's it for today, people. I think I'm going to there, that's what I'll do. I'll stick it on the top. I think I'm going to just call it a day here and try to figure out, well, I have to use the phone in order to do the sizing. Um, and yeah, I have to do the sizing and I don't want to glue this in though, because I really don't like it. I think I need to change this quite a bit. So I like this. I don't want to glue it into here to finish the video because not liking the base. So, okay. Thanks so much everybody for coming. I don't know what to tell you. I did the worst design I've ever designed in my life. But I thank you all for watching. Gonna go get rid of my helmet hair and I will see you soon. Thank you. I don't know how to stop.